simply rule. If I could be Han Solo, if I could be Han Solo, you'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know, I know, I know. Another crappy day at work, a thankless job that's only perk is quitting time so I can get away from all these jerks. And I see you walk past every day, right by my window on your way to someone better than this hellhole where I earn my pay. But you don't notice me. Kick some alien ass like Ripley. If I could make you laugh like Doctor Who, if I could follow treasure maps like Gandhi, they would always lead me back to you. Life would simply rule. If I could be Han Solo, cool. Would you let I steal your heart and steal a kiss goodnight? If I could just learn to shoot from, say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know. You'd say, I love you. I'd say, I know, I know, I know. Another crappy day at work, a thankless job that's only perk is quitting time so I can get away from all these jerks. And I see you walk past every day, right by my window on your way to someone better than this hellhole where I earn my pay. But you don't notice me at all, too afraid to take a fall. If I was someone else, I'd say hi, but I stall. If I could just be cool like Han Solo, if I could misbehave like Captain Mao, if I could just be half as smooth as Lando, I could get a grip on life somehow. Life would simply rule. If I could be Han Solo, cool. A manager thinks that I'm nuts. I finally work up the guts to ask you out. I step outside, he follows me, we see. But our parking meter's out of time. I left all of my change inside. He's got a date, I have a ticket by the time I've got a dime. This doesn't seem too cool at all. I'm hurt and sickened by his call. I'd kick his ass and quit my job if I had balls. If I could just be cool like Han Solo, if I could misbehave like Captain Mao, if I could just be half as smooth as Lando, I could get a grip on life somehow. If I could kick some alien ass like Ripley, if I could make you laugh like Doctor Who, if I could follow treasure maps like Gandhi, they would afraid to take a fall. If I were someone else, I'd say hi, but I stall. If I could just be cool like Han Solo, if I could misbehave like Captain Mao, if I could just be half as smooth as Lando, I could get a grip on life somehow. Life would simply rule if I could be Han Solo cool. A manager thinks that I'm nuts. I finally work up the guts to ask you out. I step outside, he follows me. We see, but my parking meter's out of time. I left all of my change inside. He's got a date, I have a ticket. By the time I've got a dime, this doesn't
really bad. Oh, they were all right.
Sorry, baby.
We're whistling Willy Wonka over here. So, hi, welcome to episode 115 of ConCast. I'm a little bit
real, and so I was gladdened.
So my question for the day that we're going to answer at the end of the show is, if there's, when you saw that, or if you saw that, what was the first thing that you said? Oh, now I'll never get to see him in blank. Like if you're wanting, a sequel to his porn or whatever you're wanting, just
the Italian stallion. This one's put out to pasture.
See, we should save that for the end.
I noticed you said put out.
Rocky money only goes so far.
So tell me what geeky, or not even geeky, just what movie that you instantly went, oh, now I'll never get to see, man. So
yeah,
Expendables 8, whatever you want.
Comment in the section below.
I forgot we're on Twitch and YouTube. I'm so used to doing this on just Facebook. So we're on Twitch and YouTube, and we've shared the links to Facebook. So be sure to comment, leave us, whatever else you want to leave us, subjects you want us to cover, that kind of stuff. So before we get on to our subject, normally we do some geekasms, and we talk about a little segment that
I missed the question. What was the question?
The question was, since celebrity fake death of the week was Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
When you heard Sylvester Stallone died, what movie did you instantly go, oh, now I'll never get to see him in
blah 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 blah.
Okay.
So think of some movie you would have liked to seen Stallone in, which I guess now we still can, and we'll answer at the end of the show. So geekasm. I hate to start because
Dude, you guys' geekasms are just going to blow mine out of the water. I don't have much.
Start,
Okay.
If you would like me to start.
Well, it doesn't matter because mine's going to be one for me that people aren't going to go, oh, that's so awesome. So I'll go ahead and do mine. Anybody who normally comes to our show or anything knows I'm a big Arthur Adams fan. And since we're at Planet Comic Con this weekend, we got to see a lot of celebrities. We got to get on stage, do a lot of cool stuff. But my geekasm, of course, was meeting Arthur Adams, who I had wanted to meet since I was 12. I mean, like just since I was a little kid. I got to meet him a couple times, talk with him. He signed my hat right here.
Is that because he wouldn't sign your ass?
He would. I didn't ask him to sign my ass. I thought about it. But
so how long were the lines for Mr. Adams?
Well, they weren't too bad. When I first got there, since I was a performer, I was there before the whole convention opened. So I got over there before he even got over there. Mm-hmm. I was talking to his assistant, and it's like, when should I come back? Well, come back at like 11. That's when he's going to start signing. And then the convention opened at 10, and so I came back again, and he's like, and Adams was there, but he's like, well, we're going to wait a little while. We're still signing some stuff. So I just want to make sure. That was cool. Third time I came back, there was already a line about 20 people deep.
Wow.
And then it got bigger, but throughout the weekend it slowed down. You had to catch them at certain times. So that wasn't so bad. It wasn't like Momoa's line that was wait all day kind of thing. And then you
It's the only thing people did on Saturday.
Some people, yeah.
Some people had to wait for him to go shopping.
For Momoa to go shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he did because one of our friends that owns a mug shop, he makes horns in the
Drinking
mugs.
horns, yeah.
Drinking horns. And then Sophie Stitches were there, and he stopped by and took pictures with them and hung out with them. And
Oh, that's nice.
it was nice for them, sons
He
of
bought
bitches.
mugs from them.
Bought like 8 mugs from him.
Yeah. Must be rough.
Yeah, he's rich though, so they can give him 8 for the price of 12.
He is not me.
But so my big geekasm not only was I got to meet Arthur, I was getting to sign a bunch of stuff. On the way home then, one of the items I'd taken him, which was a rare prototype, one-of-a-kind toy that he had designed, he signed it, and he made a big deal of it while I was in line. And on the way home, I saw he had posted it up on Instagram.
Oh,
and
nice.
Posted like 4 pictures of it, and I got to see this thing this weekend, and I thought that was really cool that, he posted something about me. Don't laugh, Frankie. Damn it. Let me have this moment.
Dude, you so should have been there when he was just geeking out on Sam Jones.
Oh, I get to see that again though.
Oh, but no. The first one is always the best. He's popped his flash cherry.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm afraid that I'm going to die soon because my bucket list.
It's getting shorter and
I
shorter.
hit like 4 people on my bucket list last year: Bruce Campbell, Sam Jones, Arthur Adams. Maybe it's only 3, but
Tudyk?
Oh yeah, Alan Tudyk's one that I always want to see. It's just, but some of those are like way up there on the list, and now that I've hit them, it's like, I don't know, if I get to see Cheap Trick and Meatloaf in concert at the same time, I might just fall over dead. So I know you're gonna laugh about that because you don't know who either of those are.
I know who both of them are.
Okay, good. But that was my geekasm.
I don't know who they
So
are.
you don't say.
I kind of know Cheap Trick, but
Meatloaf is in Rocky.
Oh,
Horror
Meatloaf.
Picture Show.
Oh,
Eddie.
yeah, I know Meatloaf.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Holy moly! Oh,
No, it's
We're gonna
Cheap
talk
Trick.
after the show.
Cheap Trick, I've never listened to. Meatloaf, yeah, of course I know Meatloaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Cheap Trick was basically the soundtrack to freaking Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Rock and Rule.
Yeah, I only really watched that for the swimming pool scene.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why everybody. That's why it still has such great rewatchable value.
Yeah.
We got big video now. You can just watch that scene.
So what about you, Ash? I know yours is going to be nothing to do with
Mine is going to be prosaic. I've finally got my wife to sit down and binge watch almost the entire first season of The Expanse with me.
The Expanse. I don't know that one.
I had praised it back about a year or so ago. And even my wife, as she was watching it, she was like, "Oh my God, they made this on Sci-Fi."
Oh, that's the one when
Yeah.
the audience, you kept telling everybody they had to watch.
They have to watch
that
it,
one.
yeah.
Yep.
And the quality is just from the people that made Sharknado. This is just amazing.
I like Sharknado. But
Which one?
I love the Cheese Factory. As they go, I like them more and more. So literally in order.
It
One
grows
was the
on you
first one.
like cancer.
Yeah. So I'd say 3 is probably the best, actually.
That's
It's sad that I have an opinion on
That's
that,
the
isn't it?
3D one.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I finally got her to sit there and watch that. So once she finishes off the first season, which is only like 10 episodes, then we're going to go ahead and kick off Expanse the season 2 because they finally released that on Netflix. Excuse me, on Amazon Prime Video, where you can watch season 2 for free.
I still want to get it put on my list. I'm still trying to catch up on
Still waiting for him to finish to watch
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
Oh wow, yeah, that's almost old school now.
Oh, that's completely old school, and I told him about it so long ago that me telling him about it is now old school.
No, it was only like
A month?
3 weeks. A month.
So what about you, Frankie?
Well, this weekend at Planet Comic Con was my first performance with the Scallywags.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And you did well. I think I screwed up way more than you did.
Well, he was a tree.
I was a tree.
He was the tree.
I was the tree.
I know on
Yeah.
the second performance, there's a couple spots where we'd never given him a new line. I even said, I'm going to write a couple new lines for you
Yes.
in there. And then we never did. And by the time we're on stage, I'm cueing that line and I'm going over looking at him, I'm going, oh crap, I never
Well,
gave him a line.
How did the adult one go? Did you do the
Yep, we
dating
did
game
the
show?
one. Well, first we did the on stage
Yep,
in
we did.
Planet Comic Con. How did you feel about
Peter
that?
Pan. It was weird.
It was weird.
Yes. Well, because I've seen you guys perform so many times, and like, it was weird because we had to be mic'd.
Yeah, we never
And
worked
I
real
think
well
it threw
mics.
off your groove, and on top of throwing off your groove, like I was there. So I think everyone was just out of sync.
Did they provide lapel mics?
Yeah,
or
we had
Yes.
lapel mics.
levelers. Okay.
It was the first time we'd done that show this season at all. So this year. So it was a little off, but everybody enjoyed it. Everybody had a good time. I think it was off for us, but
Yeah.
for the audience, I think it was fine.
Well, it's a dating game. How off can
No,
it be?
we did the pan that first.
Oh, the pan?
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
So there was a couple times, because like we had Bones playing Biggin's lines. And we
Alright.
had Frankie playing Bones lines. So it threw us off a couple times, but we saved it.
And you're the captain.
I'm the captain.
All right.
So yeah.
So I'm doing Ash's lines.
No, no, you've made them your own by now.
Okay.
So I think one of the parts I know I screwed up on was when I went to cover his mouth at the end. He was doing Biggin's lines and really leg over. I don't know if I'm so used to Biggin being tall or something. But instead of getting his mouth, I just like rammed my finger right into his eyeball on stage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that'll learn you not to say those words.
I feel so guilty about that. But
I
Clearly
think it's
you can
funny.
he held it fine. And then when I went to do the trees in the forest,
Yeah.
the Taurus line, I forgot who was going to grab me because I'm so used to Biggin doing it. I literally swung the wrong way, so Frankie had to like jump across stage and grab me before I said clitoris in front of children. But yeah,
Well, good. Audience reception was good?
seemed good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did later that night. We went and did the adult show, which we thought was going to crash and burn.
How'd that go? That's my question, because that was the
Well-
one that you were most excited about.
I was excited originally, and then I got really nervous after time because they said, let's not be dirty with it. Yeah, they wanted a dirty show, and then they said, well, you guys be you, just don't do anything offensive. Like sexual references. And I said, 80% of the show right there.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Well, they also knocked out the other 20% with F-bombs.
Yeah, they said no F-bombs whatsoever, no, and we're like, okay, we're going to have to change things up. So I talked to some of the other performers.
Let's go get some hand puppets.
But it went well. They said play our audience. We went to a lobby area almost. So we initially looked at it and said, oh, the echo's going to be rough, the location's going to be rough. But people showed up. We set it up very different than a smoker. We set it up more like a mini Ren Fair where everybody does a 30-minute set. Performers we had were great. We had Rum Runners were there. We got the CD sitting out. We got their new CD this weekend. They got a new member.
No, you don't.
No, the CD's
Okay.
out in the car.
Okay, cool.
But they got a new member who I felt rocked it completely.
Yeah.
He did.
His name's Smoke, and it's one of those when they change members around in a group, much like we're doing now, you always go, oh, is this going to kill it? And he got up there and belted it, and they were awesome. So
Excellent.
I'd recommend anybody who hasn't ever heard Rum Runners, definitely check out the new sound. But we had Crazy Boy Coy, we had...
Oh, Coy's always good.
Coy,
Yeah, Coy's
yeah. Clearly Guilty. We had a dance troupe out of Kansas City come in. Soulfire. It went well.
Oh, excellent.
So it went long. We were up there on stage for 4 or 5 hours. 5 hours, I think. Yeah.
Without an F-bomb?
No,
I can't go that long in my life
didn't go
without
that-
an F-bomb.
We slowly throughout the night progressed a little bit more. Like we did more warnings throughout. We started doing a little dirtier stuff. We did no F-bomb till the end. And then right at the end of the show, we'd promised everybody we'd end the song with the dirtiest song we know. And
Yes, that's
yeah,
which
is
we
Yo-Ho.
also had never practiced before.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for that one too.
So
You're welcome.
We get up, and at the end of the show, and I could see the promoter for the show that just had this sense of relief when I said, "Okay, before we do our last bit, the dirty song you've all been waiting for, I want you all to know that officially right now the show is over." Oh, and everybody goes, "Oh."
Yeah.
I go, "Now I need you to raise your right hand and repeat after me." And then everybody does, I realize that this show is over. We are no longer affiliated with Planet Comic Con. Currently, we're watching 4 drunk guys in a hallway. And, so we then did the song, and everybody loved it.
Sweet.
Which
They
it took a lot of progression to get there because at the beginning of the night, Frankie taps me when we first start the show and points at the top of a staircase where there's like 6 kids sitting at the top of the staircase watching the show.
Oh, man.
And so I went and told the promoter about it, and they got it taken care of. But sorry, Richard, do you have
That's what they
something?
make
I was
airsoft
going to
guns
say,
for.
I think the crowd at the hotel liked that song a lot better than Jerome Flynn did.
Yeah, much better than.
Jerome Flynn from Game of Thrones
Yeah.
was there, and Robin went up to get his autograph.
Uh-huh.
We did a group picture with him, and the handlers there all knew us, so they're like, "You guys, they do a pirate show on the other side. You guys got to sing them a song." And it's like, no, you guys got to sing the song. It's like, no, we do dirty stuff, and I expressed probably 3 or 4 times dirty stuff. No, we don't want to do this song. Do not want to do anything. They insisted. And at that point, now you've said we do dirty stuff so much that if you do a song, it's got to be a dirty song.
Well, see, this is what you keep songs like Only Gay Eskimo in your pocket for.
Well, none of it was just Robin and Frankie and I.
Start
And-
practicing.
Yeah. So we did 3 verses of Yo-Ho, and you could see this very distinguished British actor sitting back there doing the people make money doing this? This is what y'all do, huh?
Well, I've watched Game of Thrones. I'm surprised you make money doing that.
But no, it ended up being good. We had a good time with it. We did walk off, and Frankie goes, that's exactly how you get fired from a convention. One celebrity complains, but no, it went well.
So. Your geekgasm.
My geekgasm. I got to shake the hand of a man that I have enjoyed listening to since I was a teenager. Got to meet Alice Cooper, got an autograph, got to shake his hand. Very feminine handshake, by the way, no grip whatsoever.
Well, he is older than you know that.
Yeah, and that's hard to do. I did get to be called the oldest Robin ever at the cosplay.
Was that me or was that?
That was you.
Okay, yeah.
Up on stage in front of 2,000 people.
I'm sorry. You're ad-libbing at that point.
I know, which was quite exciting, but generally a great time at Planet Comic-Con. I'm hoping to be back next year.
Yeah. Well, we got to meet a bunch of people. You got your Danny Trejo right here.
I'm a Danny Trejo, the Machete. And actually I geeked out about that a lot too, because he was in an episode of Stargate Atlantis.
And he had no Stargate pictures, of course.
He had no Stargate pictures with him. But
that's a shame.
No, nobody else said that.
I would have gotten a Stargate picture. So.
Oh yeah, you would have. I know you.
I will apologize with the.
Don't worry about it.
No, well, see, we were up there. We got up to do the cosplay, which is pretty much the biggest show at the convention, and it's I don't know 1,000 people or so out in the audience, maybe even more than that. And they said we got there, and just like last year. They weren't sure how much time they needed. So we get there and they're thinking they're going to need us for an hour. And we've got like 20 minutes worth of material prepared.
Yeah.
And so then I have these guys go down and get some stuff. Robin goes and gets stuff from the truck.
Yeah, I went the 4 blocks to get the pan props.
Just in case. And then we get up there thinking we're going on for an hour now. So we're stretching out the material we already have. And then come find out they only need us for about 15 minutes. But for that 15 minutes, we did really well. We came out and did a bunch of intros and goofed. And when Robin entered, I simply looked at him and went, "Man, you're the oldest Robin I've ever seen." And the
that you had to break me down because the crowd was actually cheering for me because I got up there and I was doing this number.
Yeah. But it was good fun. Okay, so Frankie just worked it out for me. That I can now answer online.
That's what
I don't know what. On 2 things here.
Yeah, you don't have enough things going on here.
So there's Kathleen and there's Jonathan. I see. I will try to read these as we're going.
Excellent. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Jonathan. Hello.
So before we get into covering Planet Comic-Con and our trailer for this week,
our trailer review.
Ash, did you have anything for? Or alien overlords, or
no, because I was under the impression that we were going to be rotating that segment, and you guys were going to come up with something.
I'm sorry.
It's your turn. That's what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, it was your turn.
Oh, was it my turn?
No.
Okay.
I was pretty sure it was Robin's turn.
Okay. If so, I'll say I had plenty prepared. Let me tell you all about Planet Comic-Con. So.
You just did.
Yeah. No, there's more. There's
more.
All sorts of great stories.
Well, good.
But while I'm reading these up here real quick,
do we want to play the trailer?
Let's play the trailer.
Can we play the trailer?
Can we play the trailer? That would be awesome.
Let's play the trailer.
With no lead-in time whatsoever, just boom.
It's not
See,
playing.
this is the problem with.
Oh, you did. Okay.
This is the problem with people called Frank.
So do I need to keep chatting to the camera while that?
Oh.
So this is like the latest. Cut them off though.
They're still playing on ours.
Is there audio on that?
Oh, we'll be back up.
We're back.
Well, we're back on one.
Like
of
a
them.
bad rash.
Not on the other one. The other
Well, yeah,
one's-
that one's delayed.
One lags.
Okay.
One lags.
All right. So we're learning here. We're still trying out new equipment and stuff. So
So anyways,
We are
that's
on.
that was the trailer.
But it's a step up ish.
So, all right, now that I've read these and caught up. So that was the Ready Player One, the new trailer. There's three trailers out now, I believe.
That's 3.
That was
So,
the come
like
with me
this.
trailer.
Yeah,
Well, see-
I can do 3 any way I want to do 3.
See, and the middle trailer, I mean, the first trailer and the middle trailer were mostly Ready Player One, the road race. And this one is Ready Player One, Mech Warriors.
I can see it a little bit.
So, and I'm just wondering what the control interface for an Iron Giant is. So, is it like the Atlas 26 for Mech Warriors? I don't know. But,
Go on, geek out a little more.
but anyways, no, the thing I don't, the DeLorean sucks, okay? The DMC-12 was a horrible vehicle and it had an underpowered V6 in it that was just atrocious. The fact that they're going to use that in a race, appalling.
Of course.
He's actually got an altered one.
I don't
Of
give
course.
a flying rat's ass. I don't care what Mr. Fusion can do in the back with some banana peels and an empty beer can.
So out of that whole fantasy and base trailer, out of everything happening there, what you took out of it is, I wouldn't race a DeLorean,
Hell no.
even in a fantasy setting.
No, not the DeLorean. DeLorean interior was horrible. It was not a good car. It was so
It
bad.
has Kit from Knight Rider in it.
Be a little bit better, but not much. The DeLorean was so bad that when it was going under, well, first off, they decided to put their factory in Ireland, which is well known for their quality auto manufacturing. But anyway, when DeLorean was starting to go out of business, in order to try to keep the company afloat, he was trying to use cocaine. And that's what he got busted with. And the reason the company finally went under is because the owner was busted with cocaine in an airport.
When you say use on himself or
No. He
cocaine
was
to
trying
keep
to
you-
smuggle cocaine in order to sell, in order to keep the company
So
going.
is your hatred for the trailer or for the DeLorean company here?
I like the look of the DeLorean, but as an actual race car, I think it's horrible, and I think they should have gone with something a little bit more realistic for their fantasy
You
setting.
do realize this whole thing is a giant pop culture boner giver for people
Oh,
like
totally.
us.
I mean,
And that's what it.
that's
what it's
another
there for.
thing. Is when does it go from Easter egg and then all of a sudden now it's just a nostalgia tsunami.
Well,
And
there was a piece of nostalgia in it where they were jousting with like big ostriches, and they would hit the ostriches with their lance, and the ostrich would turn into an egg, just like the video game
there are
Joust.
so many Easter eggs thrown into this movie. I think the true Easter egg is finding a scene without an Easter egg.
I see.
I don't think there will be one, which I'm okay with.
I mean, the whole movie is about an Easter egg.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I understand, but I mean, the whole thing it just screams we couldn't come up with anything new.
Oh, see, and to me, and I get that. I get that about not coming up with anything new. I watch it, and even at the beginning where you might be going, okay, maybe if it's too much, by the end of it, and you're seeing the big battle scenes, and there's Iron Giant there, and there's you're just
And the
you're
gorilla
chubbing. I'm
and the
sorry.
gorilla from Rampage.
Yeah,
Don't
gorilla
forget
from
him.
Rampage.
Yeah,
It's there's so much in
the
it.
T-Rex, all
From
that.
Jurassic Park.
Kaneda's motorcycle.
I'm sure T-Rexes were around before Jurassic Park, but we'll run with it.
Supposedly the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. At least that's what people are calling it right now.
Oh yeah.
Well, and they're mostly pop culture references that have been used a lot. So I don't think the references are so obscure that people too much younger than us, look at Frankie over here,
Okay.
don't get it. I mean, you got most of the references in there, right? Video game references and things.
Yes.
Most of that's your generation too, right?
I mean, Joust is a little bit before my time, but I still knew about it.
Yeah. So I don't think that they're overdoing it too much, because to me it's a fanboy movie.
But I also read the book, so I knew all of it anyway.
Now in the book, because I admit that I have not read the book, because I'm not going to pay that much for an electronic file. I'm sorry, they want hardback price for that book on my Kindle for an electronic file.
You know
I'm not
why?
gonna play
Because
that.
it's a movie now.
I don't give a flying rat's ass. So in the book, Is there that much nostalgia thrown into the book as well?
Yes,
Oh God.
if not more.
Oh
Yeah, from what I hear, there's
Well, technically, the trailers have more just because like they've added stuff like Overwatch in it, and the book was written before Overwatch even came out.
Well, yeah, and also the fact is, and unless you're, reading something like Of Mice and Men, there's not going to be that much, there's not going to be that much page space given to just visuals.
Yeah.
And there is that much visual space given to all this nostalgia stuff.
no. I haven't read the book, and I do worry anytime anything's made of a book, automatically everybody goes, "Oh, it's not as good as the book," and then it's that debate. It's just like a comic book. It's not like the comic book, which I'm okay with because I don't plan on reading the book, and this looks awesome. But the big thing everybody talks about is all the pop culture references. Are they all from 1980 to now? Are they all from the United States? Are they all?
No, they're not all from the United States.
In the book.
In the book.
All right, and
Because the Iron Giant is playing like a big role in the trailers, and he only had a small mention in the book. At some point they obtain mechs, and
obviously,
the Iron Giant is on the list of ones he can obtain, but that is not the one that he picks. He picks the mech from Spider-Man. The Japanese version of Spider-Man.
but Iron Giant wasn't a mech. Iron Giant was an autonomous robot that had. Never mind.
But maybe he's a mech that looks like Iron Giant in this.
All right.
Because there's Gundam mechs and everything else in it. So.
Okay.
It was an autonomous mech.
There is? Is he part of the Autobots?
Sure, why
Sure
not?
not.
We'll make it up. They are.
But Voltron's in there too.
Well, yeah, but you need 5 people to play that one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's true.
See,
That's in there. That's in the book.
what about you, Robin? Because I could talk about just all the geekiness, and to me, that's the whole thing. It just, the geekiness drips off. I look at it, I do go, okay, is there a little matrix in here where, sure, everybody's got an avatar, it looks one way, but they're also like really damn hot in real life too. I mean, because let's face it, if you get an avatar, most likely you're some fat
You're gonna
dude
tweak
in
it.
your
Well,
40s.
in the book, it's a little bit different because, they're not movie stars.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they prettied up the people a little bit.
Because I didn't see an ugly person that wasn't CGI in that clip at all. And let's face it, most of the people that are on the internet are not exactly doing themselves up in the morning.
Yeah,
You know.
you're like yourself.
Like myself. Yeah, I will not lie about that at all. But
I spent several hours on Star Trek Online today. What's your point?
that's a problem I got with the Matrix too, where they're pretty, they're all of one specific age and really hot. So I don't know if the book's like that or not, but
No, it's not.
I worry about that with the movie.
But the movie looks like that. There's a lot of differences between the movie and the book just from the trailers that I've seen.
And I watched a review that did say somebody had read the book that said that how much they had changed.
Yeah.
And but everybody seems okay with it, because it looks like it's going to be excellent.
I've seen a lot of good visual, a lot of action, but trailers can be
Deceiving.
Yes.
But I saw a storyline that made me think that they were remaking The Matrix, and that kind of bothered me.
Yeah,
Because
there's a storyline that looked like that. Then there was a storyline in this latest trailer that makes me think of Hunger Games. All right,
Yeah.
where they're going up against the oppressive man, and damn the man, save the empire. But yeah, so I mean, how many plot points were going in the book?
Not a lot.
Okay, how thick was the book?
of course
I don't know. I listened to it.
So
No, it was just this many kilobytes large.
Jonathan did say the bad guys in the book got to have a Mecha Godzilla.
Yes.
So, which Mecha Godzilla wasn't a mech, was he? Am I gonna get in trouble for saying that?
Yeah, it's a little racist.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
But
I'm talking from the movie. So
Oh.
Mecha Godzilla. I didn't think he was an actual mech. I thought he was a robot.
No, I think it was just mechanized.
Yeah. I don't know. But
I was going to say something, and y'all just stole my thunder, and I don't remember what I was going to
that
say.
happens with age. Sorry, man.
Is it about how horrible the DMC-12 is?
No, actually.
Well-
I was going to say that they actually tried to get Gene Wilder to play the guy that created the Oasis, because I watched a few extras, and well, he turned them down, and he also turned them down to do the song from Willy Wonka. So
Yeah.
they had to get someone else. That ends up your argument.
That doesn't end it up. They still had the original master from back when he did it with Willy Wonka. They can
Yes,
utilize
but if-
that.
but
He
if-
doesn't own the rights to that.
You don't think?
Not often. You ask my wife, never.
It was his voice, so
I like that they use a
That's-
song like that that fits in with the nostalgia of all the other stuff that they have. It kind of ties it all into a giant nostalgia movie.
Yeah, but that would roll back further than before '82,
Yeah.
because
Well,
Wonka came out in mid '70s, right?
no. I thought it came out early 80s.
I could be wrong.
I swear.
let's compromise and say late 70s.
Yeah, that's not saying much. Although if they had Gene Wilder in there, that
I got
would,
lucky Underwear older than you.
that would be awesome because he hasn't been in anything in forever.
Right.
Well, I mean, now he's gone, unfortunately. But I don't know if, part of me, I don't know if I'd want to see that because he wasn't exactly looking like Gene Wilder in his later days. So that would have been kind of,
Yes, but he's the kid.
he's the kid.
He's the kid.
From sorry,
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. When you were saying the kid, I'm thinking the kid from Willy Wonka. No.
No, he was the Frisco kid.
Yeah, from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Which, if they had Blazing Saddles references in there, that'd make it even better.
Oh, okay. If they had Blazing Saddles references in there, I would have just shut up.
Unless the sheriff came out of a DeLorean.
But and
He'd never catch anybody.
with the DeLorean argument, I mean, look at all the other cars they had in there. They can't all be the actual car,
Dude.
surely, because they got Speed Racers Mach 5. They've got Mad Max's Black on Black in there. They've got the Batmobile from the Adam West Batmobile.
No.
So let me get this straight. All fast vehicles.
No.
Uh,
One of the cars in the chase is the station wagon from Vacation.
there you go.
You know what? Station wagons are the mid '80s. Station wagons are really undervalued when you consider how much horsepower is under the hood of those things.
Yes, I'm sure it probably had the 454 under the hood.
Exactly.
Because I know a Caprice Classic once had the 454 under the hood.
See, I'm going with these things are skins for cars that they create. You have the DeLorean skin. You have the Batmobile skin. That's what I'm going with. Just
Okay.
to shut you the hell up.
No.
Ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. The DMC-12 sucked.
All right. Here, let me catch up. Jonathan, chime back in here.
But it's Purdy.
Yes, that it was.
Yes, he was the original ran by aliens. I probably didn't catch that on time. Tell me what you're referencing there, John, so that I know. Okay. Now he was talking about Mechazilla. The original was made by aliens. The later movie was made by humans.
Thank you, Kathleen.
By Godzilla.
71, Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka was 1971. That was before I was born.
That was the year I was born.
I swear I remember that coming out. I guess not.
I was 5.
Yeah. Jonathan also chimed in that Bigfoot truck and the 18 van was in there too.
Yes.
So surely they've just got to be.
No, Bigfoot, you can go cross country in that, no problem. You don't have to stick to the road.
But
And
it's
the
not a
18
good
van,
racing car.
anything behind the ATM van is
The
going to...
ATM van.
Yeah, the 18 van. Anything behind the 18 van, 18 van is just going to be exploding. Because
So-
that's what everything that chased them in the series did, is they all exploded.
I'll give you that. One. So you're saying if you put the DeLorean from Back to the Future and Bigfoot truck in a race, the Bigfoot truck's going to win?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just bitter at this point.
No. I would
And full of
say it was
crap.
different. I would say it was different if it flew.
Maybe
Like
it does. I don't know.
like the DeLorean.
Like the DeLorean flies.
in Back to the Future.
Do you remember the movie Back to the Future?
Yeah.
At the end, the DeLorean flies.
Right.
Yeah. And then Back to the Future 2, it flies.
Yes.
Then Back to the Future 3, it rides on
Confused what
rails.
you're saying.
If it flew in the race.
If it flew in the
If it was
race,
a it'd be okay.
yeah, I think it would have a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we beat that trailer down.
Yes,
I think.
we have.
I ended up. I'm nothing but excited for it.
I still
don't know
wanna
the
watch
book. Everything in there. Just watching the commercials, the previews for it make me go get excited. So it makes me want to watch it again to try to find the stuff in there.
And one thing I worry about is you have a trailer that's just, you have multiple trailers now that are just showing you action, action, action. All right? And they're showing you lots of action. and it's not all the same action. So, does it not have enough story to power it?
They don't want to give it away.
A
Those
lot
are
of the
spoilers.
actions are coming from the same scenes.
Yeah, I know, and that's what makes me question, because they're powering it all on these certain scenes, and I mean, there was other movies that we saw the trailers to that we thought were going to be great until it turned out that
They weren't?
yeah,
I think 80% of the people that are watching a trailer are going to watch it for two reasons. One, Steven Spielberg and the special effects, and number two is all the nostalgia.
oh yeah,
And so
ton
those are
of
the
the
things
stuff.
they're selling. They're not selling the story of it as much. So that's my guess.
And the story is you're supposed to find an Easter egg in there somewhere. I don't know where they could
No,
have
the
hid
story
one.
is you're supposed to find a place without an Easter egg.
All right.
So
So
are we
all in
wrapping-
all, I was
wrapping
saying I want to watch it, huh?
up? Like I said, are we wrapping this
I'm
up?
trying. I was trying.
I want to watch it as well because I am a huge fan of literary RPG, and so yeah, I'm going to be watching it.
Good try.
But I'm going to be tearing it apart.
Frankie.
I'm gonna watch it. This is the first movie that I'll see that I've read the book first,
Oh yeah.
so I'm kind of excited to see how different it is.
And I want to watch it. I am actually more excited to watch this than I am the remake of Death Wish.
Hey, I don't think I'm excited for that one at all. Sorry, man.
Oh yeah, the gun porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's hit on to tonight's subject, which was
We have a subject.
Yeah.
Tonight's question.
well, no, we
have a subject?
We were going to talk about Planned ConCast. Just a little
Oh
bit.
hell, I'm out then.
You're out? No, we
No,
wanted to
no.
rub it into you because that's the only reason we're here to talk about it. It's to rub it in that you didn't go, that
Again.
you suck, that you
Again.
weren't there.
Again.
My life sucks.
Now, if anybody's been to Planet before, it was a great convention, always is. They spread some things out this year, did a few things different, but all in all, it was really good for us.
I didn't hear about the stage collapsing this year.
Yeah, last year,
Last year, the
John
stage collapsed.
John Barrymore?
Barrymore.
Berman, yeah.
Yeah.
He, like during his set, and while he was talking to the audience, the whole back part of the stage came down, like the backdrops and stuff, and he just made it part of the show. You watched that one.
You
didn't
mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said something about that. And
I wasn't there.
I didn't hear
was
anything about
on
it
stage
this
somewhere
year,
else.
so I'm assuming the stage held up.
Yeah, I think everything went well this year. No
you know,
big problem.
Barrowman's a consummate performer. He can take anything and run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did well. This year is the first year I got to stay at the convention. Normally I got to stay way away, but since my son was there doing shows with the Wizard, they got us a hotel room right next, so that was really nice.
How'd that go with Gabe and the Wiz?
It went good. They did a show each day, and then they did live broadcasts from their booth. They had a nice booth area right on an end cap, and it made a giant U shape around the whole end cap.
Did they get good traffic?
They got great traffic.
Sweet.
They had science experiments going on one side. They had videos going, all sorts of stuff. They had a couple problems broadcasting live from there, which was nice because then we're able to talk to them and go, because we're hoping to do some of that with ConCast next year's, have a booth and do some live
Yeah.
broadcasts from there, interviewing people. So it's kind of nice to hear that, let them work out the bugs first. But it's,
I'll ask you the technical stuff later.
yeah, they had some number. I think the biggest technical problem was they'd like to get a hard line in there, and it is extremely expensive.
Extremely expensive.
And when I say extremely expensive, I mean like 10 grand expensive to get a hard line into that place.
My company owns the DAS system there.
Well, maybe we can pull some strings. So, but we already talked about getting press passes for next year, so it all looks good for us there. I will say for anybody watching, I believe it is on the YouTube.
Yep.
That the YouTube guy sounded really old there, didn't
Yes,
he?
you did.
Sorry.
The tubes
I
of
was going to say
Uranus.
the YouTube connection, but that just went down for me, so I can't answer questions on there.
I
But
would use mine, but my phone has to be open in case I get a call because I'm on call.
we did, for us personally, we did our Pirate Justice League. We
Yes.
did it as a group on Saturday, and it went over well. People really liked it.
There's a few pictures up on our Instagram about that.
Right.
So
We posted that up, went around, got to meet a lot of people. Alice Cooper pointed us out and said, check that out. I thought that was really cool. Sorry, Am I missing something? Are you calling somebody?
No, I was trying to turn down my ringer, but then it decided to ring. All right. It's a 5-year-old phone. Give it some.
So
give it some slack.
Alice Cooper checked us out. I thought that was pretty cool. We got a lot of compliments. There for a minute, I thought maybe because one of the handlers came up and said Jason Momoa would like to see you, and I was like, yes. And then come to find out that was just her opinion. I was like, oh shit. So, but it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But we got a lot of cool pictures. A lot of people stopped us. We'll probably elaborate with that a lot more. We got a guy wanting to do a Green Arrow with us now. Next time around, we'll have a Batman green.
Oh, you mean to fill out the Justice League?
Justice League. Yeah. So, and we already started writing a show for it. So
sweet. Maybe I should get something together for next year. But Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's not a Justice League.
He is now, fucker.
No, he's not even in the same universe.
Fine, I'll be Gambit.
Not you. See, different universe again.
Ooh, you could be a long shot.
Different universe. You got
Well, it
every
was a
single
long
one of
shot.
those characters is Marvel. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
How about a universe that has collapsed? I'll be Spider-Man 2099.
2099 is back though now.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
My comic books are actually starting to get close to the value on their cover.
I even bought you some 2099s there this weekend. And
Oh, you did?
I left. Oh, they're in the truck.
Oh, sweetness.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
All right, we digress.
So anyhow, I didn't know if there's anything you guys want to cover for Planet. I think one of my big ones was I finally got to meet
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk.
My biggest disappointment was that we didn't have actual badges. We just had the wristbands, so I had to walk 100 yards every time I wanted to smoke.
Sorry about that.
You don't need no stinking badges.
But I got a lot of exercise.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big place.
It is a very big place.
I didn't get to go see any panels this time, which was kind of.
You know why? Because you were busy.
I know.
It's the difference between working a con and yeah, I got to see a couple. I got to see the science panel, which was nice. They did separate some of the panels out a little bit, but all in all, I think having the stage in the area is nice. So I got to see like the Lego panel and got to see the handicap wheelchairs where they take those and build them all up and stuff and that was pretty slick. But I didn't get to see any of the big celebrity panels.
I think
Because they're in like a separate building almost.
Right.
I think that my most interesting story though was before the late night show. I was outside having a cigarette and I was talking to people that was out there. I explained to them, hey, we're out of Wichita. We don't really know a lot of people in this area. And right after I said that, a girl drove by, yelled out her window, "Rich, hi!"
So she called you a liar.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I yelled at her. I said, come to the show. And she says, I can't. I've already got Brad Paisley tickets. So we lost out to a has-been country star.
Oh, that makes me feel bad now.
It does, and it should.
Our tickets were only $5.
I know, it's terrible.
Damn it. So that's all I really had for Planet.
Oh, well, apparently there's a Justice League picture of us.
Awesome.
To put up on the screen.
My big thing with the Alan Tudyk, which I think anybody who's probably seen the show knows the story. I'll give a quick recap. But when Dodgeball the movie came out, I was already playing Littlebeard, so the character in the movie looked so much like me that everybody assumed I was pretending to be Pirate Steve for like years. So one year somebody showed up at St. Louis Ren Fair with a whole bunch of his headshots.
I remember that.
That's
And
not the right picture.
no, but I'm giving an example of a headshot to those listening on the microphones. So they would rush, "Oh, I'm not Pirate Steve," or "Thanks for last night," or something. But then people at the front gate of this permanent site fair thought it would be funny if they started telling everybody, "Oh, the guy that plays Pirate Steve's on stage doing a show." So they sent people to me all the time. So I got to tell Pirate Steve this,
Alan
Tudyk, and he laughed, thought it was cool, and he just complimented the fact that his hair wasn't real and his pirate costume sucked compared to mine.
Well,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's because he wasn't wearing a Pendragon.
He wasn't. No.
So Twitch wants to know how Jamie became the Emperor.
How Jamie became the what?
How he got to be the Emperor in that picture.
Oh, how did he get to be the Emperor?
Well, he's Superman.
He's Superman. We thought Superman led. That was it. He was in charge, so we put him in the middle. And besides, let's face it, walking around con for an hour or two, Jamie's winded at that point. He needs to sit down.
Yeah, and of the group, he's the one that people would least expect to be in charge.
That's probably right. So, anybody else have anything else to add on that?
It was a fun weekend, but it was long.
I know we are set up to do a show again next year.
We are already on the schedule. No, because the schedule ain't
Yeah, the
made yet.
schedule's not made yet, but we're planning on doing a show again next year. Probably bring Coy and stuff back, do something with us. So it looks like things will go good, and we're planning on hopefully having a ConCast booth there. We're working on setting that up now.
Third time's the charm. I'm going to be there.
So that, yeah, hopefully, because what we'll try to do is set it up to where we can actually have guests and stuff come over to the booth. Because we had a lot of people this weekend offer to come be on the show, or hopefully Skype in with the show, because a lot of them are from out of town. So that won't be hard to set up, but it'd be really nice to get a bunch of those interviews at the convention without having to wait in line and spend half the day setting it up.
Yes.
So. All right, should we head over to our geeky question of the day?
We can do that.
Okay, geeky question was, since Sylvester Stallone supposedly passed away this weekend, but didn't, what movie did you miss out that you said, I will never get to see that now? That's the one I wanted to see. That's what I'm asking. So I can start.
All right.
Okay. Very simply, one is they've obviously got plans for him in Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was the one I was going to say.
So without seeing any of the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff that he would be in, because he's actually in the first appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I have that issue. I want that to be worth money. So don't fuck this up, Stallone.
Well, they could always Governor Tarkin him in.
Oh, they could. But
I know, that would suck.
That would be bad. And then the second one is, I'd like to see him play Rocky, but Rocky from Rocky Horror at some point. I just
That took another one of mine.
Yeah. Oh, did I take him?
Boo Adrian.
All right. Anybody else?
I got Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Rocky. I would watch him in Rocky and
Just go
Bull.
with anything Rocky.
No, at this point, Rocky and Road. I don't care.
Rocky in space.
Rocky is that like pigs in space?
They have got to keep going with it because they have never gotten to Rocky 69, the one that I was going to watch with him and Chasey Lane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if Chasey Lane will be around by the time Rocky 69 gets here.
But yeah, no, I don't want to watch Stallone in a porn, but a couple of his ex-wives I do.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I've never seen any of his ex-wives.
Bridget Nielsen.
Oh yeah. Wait, wasn't she in a porn, I thought?
She might have been. I don't know. I can Google it.
Yeah, I figured you'd know it.
You Google lots of stuff.
All right.
Other than that, I think maybe Stallone as Marty McFly in the remake of Back to the Future.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be a really old.
I want to see Biff come up to him and call him a butthead. That's just, I think that'd make my day.
Stallone wouldn't take any shit. He'd be like, he wouldn't be the Marty McFly wimp. He'd be like manly Marty McFly. Alternate timeline.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we need to see.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it'd work.
With all those steroids, do you think you could fit into a DMC-12?
Are we back to bashing
Right
on the
back
car?
around.
Why'd you
Right
go back
around.
to the future?
Right
dumbass?
around.
I'd like the DeLorean motor car.
I've always enjoyed the visual appeal of it, but once
This is how we're gonna end the show.
Yeah.
Him bitching about the car.
once I dug into it, I found out that it was a horrible vehicle.
And then once you mentioned the motor that it has in it, that's got me wondering if any of them ever made it to 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Well, didn't they actually change the speedometer? It's not the actual speedometer that you see in the movie. It's an altered one.
Well, yeah, you keep in mind that back then, because of the whole, fuel embargo and all this stuff like that, and the national speed limit was set at 55, most speedometers didn't go over like 75.
I don't know. All right, that's all I got for this week, guys. Sorry.
That's it?
Because since it was a Planet Comic Con week, it was a hard week to get things set up. So next week, hopefully we'll have a lot more for you. My plan is to be in Arizona at Wild Wild West Con this weekend, and I'll bring back some news from there. Maybe
do some live stuff from there.
I'm going to try.
All right. Take the
I don't know
move
if
up.
I'm going to that yet.
That's all right.
Yeah, I won't be there.
That's
Right about the social media where they can find it.
okay. So social media, Frankie, I'll let you do that. You know it better than I do.
Oh, the social media stuff?
Yeah.
I think we have a graphic for social media stuff, don't we?
Read off and talk about
Oh.
So
Hey, you guys can find us on social media at Oh, look at that.
There it is.
Look
Oh,
how
wow.
pretty it is.
graphic. Look at that pretty graphic. Oh,
And that's Twitch
There's a
at
graphic.
ConCastNet and Instagram at ConCastNet.
Are those all links?
No, they're not links because
Oh.
it's a video.
See how you are?
I mean, you can touch the
Twitter
screen.
at ConCastNet and YouTube and Facebook at ConCast Podcast.
See, that is so pretty.
That is so nice.
And there you can also see the new logo that we worked out. So expect to see that in different places.
Somebody put a lot more work and time into that than we did putting this show together.
They,
And no silent majority.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's throwing me off.
they are very silent.
Good night, everybody.
They're so silent.
Cool at all. I'm hurt and sickened by his call. I'd kick his ass and quit my job if I had balls. If I could just be cool like Han Solo. If I could misbehave like Captain Mao. If I could just be half as smooth as Lando. I could get a grip on life somehow. If I could kick some alien ass like Ripley. If I could make you laugh like Doctor Who. If I could follow treasure maps like Gandhi, they would always lead me back to you. Life would simply rule if I could be Han Solo cool. If I were thought from